First of all, congratulations to our guys for winning the game. Key to the win to me was the defensive end. We had 21 deflections, so we were very active. We stole the basketball 8 times. Stealing the basketball is not necessarily an indicator for good defense, but it does show and did show our activity. Our pressure on the basketball on the full court was very good and helped us. The second thing that defensively was a key was the post-up defense on fall. Our bigs, Jojo, Marty, and Auk did a good job there, staying between him and the rim and not letting him catch the basketball over the top. And then last but not least, controlling Will Howard was important for us. He's been so hot in the last couple of games that we had to put a very, very good and big emphasis on that, and the guys did a good job, so we're very happy about the win.
Questions? Jonai?
Hey, Coach, you mentioned defense, but offense as well in the second half was quite great. Geoffrey Lauvergne had 16 points in the second half. His and Roko's pick and roll in that fourth quarter looked like to galvanize the offense. What did you think about that connection between Rokas and Jojo, and how Jojo was big in the second half?
I very much agree with what you say. The combination of Rokas and him in the pick and rolls got Jojo going on the late high passes against their coverage. They did a very good job there. They were very, very well connected. And then I felt that Jojo fed off that offense defensively and was very, very active defensively. He did not play so much in the first half due to the fact that Marty Gaben played a very good game in my eyes. Had energy in the second half, and yes, I agree with you. I thought those pick and rolls between those two kind of got us going there.
Donate?
Coach, it seemed like you were in a tough stretch in the EuroLeague in general and mostly offensively in the last few games. What do you think, who made that offensive boost that you had probably different numbers tonight and different outcome of the game?
So the two guys we already talked about were good there offensively in the pick and rolls. Marius came to play, obviously. Thought he had a very good game. He had a very good game against them in Asvel as well. Been a while, that game, but he was feeling it. He was making tough shots, which he can make, and we also need him to make. And then also, especially in the second half, Tom was controlling things, and then Luki came through with his speed. There was a little stretch where he helped us drive the basketball. So I would say it was a group effort, but like in detail, it would be the combinations of guys that we just mentioned.
Jonai?
Coach, last game in Madrid, Geoffrey did not start and had kind of a bleed game. Did you talk with him after the game if he does not feel comfortable coming off the bench? Because tonight, he responded very well.
I always talk to Jojo after the game. I talk to all players on a very consistent basis, so yes.
Mindaugai?
Coach, it looked that in the first half as well stopped your pick and roll game, but in the third quarter everything changed. How and why?
I would say, without having seen the video, I would say it comes down to what you guys said a couple questions ago. The combination that got us going was Rokas and Jojo. They found a way how to attack the the deep dropped coverage by fall, and that opened some things up. I think that was kind of the blueprint for, how we kept attacking from there on.
Donatai?
Coach, I would say that the March Madness EuroLeague edition is starting, and you're about to play very important EuroLeague games, for the playoff race. And you're playing one LKL or EuroLeague game every 2.5 days, actually. Do you have any kind of, strategy or vision on the load management, how to survive in this schedule, and especially in the, this important games environment?
Yes, I also believe. First of all, you're absolutely right. Second of all, if we would start thinking about load management right now, we would not have 15 wins. It started basically 4 months ago because the schedule is just very, very tight. There is a very clear strategy with, a clear idea of who plays how many minutes, which is not, always, to be executed because it just doesn't work like that, because the games are too meaningful, etc., etc. But yes, we are very, very thoughtful. The training staff, the coaching staff, we all put our heads together and we lead ongoing conversations. So I will answer the question with yes. For us, one of the biggest load management deals in the last 4 days was Tom Walkup, not practicing him before Neptunas and not playing him in Neptunas, and he came back today with 30+ minutes. Which I felt and we felt he could not have done, 4 days ago. So just as an example, right? So yes, absolutely. I think it's a big part of this situation in this league.
Jonai?
Coach Paulius Jankūnas had his best game in Madrid. Tonight he had 9 rebounds, 5 offensive. Do you feel like he is getting into his best shape in the best possible moment with important games coming up?
I definitely will say that he's been playing extremely well. Not only in these 2 games, right? Like if we look back, like the last, I would say 6 games. I don't know where it started because it's not really about, but it's not as if he didn't play well before, but he's playing exceptionally well right now. I will say that to me, if I have to pinpoint it, he stuck out a lot in the semifinal in the Cup against Neptunas in the last quarter, where he carried us offensively. And I'm really happy about that. He's been playing really, really, really well. Also thought he played really well against Red Star when we actually didn't play him that much. But in the 10 minutes that he played, he was really, really good. So I hope he continues.
Donatai?
To continue with Paulus, what he's bringing on the court, and why he's so valuable, especially at the recent games for you guys.
Hardware-wise, basically the same that he's been bringing the whole season. He is also getting into a rhythm with the system, right? Like he's played within a system for 5 years, and now he plays in a little bit of different system, and this takes rhythm and time too, I would say. Nevertheless, he is in the same situations and positions, so nothing has changed there. I would say he's getting very, very comfortable there. That's the one thing. Software, so on the mental side, I want to believe that he's got a lot of experience. He's got much more experience than all of us in the room, taking out Milas probably. Like he's probably got the similar experience. And I would say this experience also leads to him, bringing it at the moment where, fatigue is not only physical, but fatigue is also mental. And I feel his experience is carrying him.
Sibet Lažybos. Lošimo automatai. Ruletė. Neatsakingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.